Some right, some wrong, some right, some wrong, some weak, some strong. Come rain, you're gonna have sun. Come rain, you're gonna have sun. Some got a Bible and some got a gun. Some lying, some truth, some lying, some laughing, some hungry and crying. Doing wrong, it ain't worthwhile. Doing wrong, it ain't worthwhile. 'Cause right got wrong on trial. And he's gonna sentence him too.
Hello there, good evening everyone. This is Dari on WorldStreams Radio. Thank you to our listeners from all around the world for joining us tonight. To learn more about WorldStreams Radio, visit our website, worldstreams.org. Our guest tonight is legendary jazz blues icon Mose Allison. At 82, Mose Allison continues to write and perform all over the world. His songs have been covered by Van Morrison, John Mayall, The Who, Eric Clapton, and Elvis Costello, just to name a few. His newest CD, The Way of the World, was just released in March, and the critical response has been one of unanimous praise. It's also been an undeniable hit with his music fans. Hi there, Saeed. Hello and welcome, Mose. It's an honor to have you with us tonight.
Okay, thank you. Hi, bye. Bye. Oh, no, hello.
Well, hello, Dari, and hello, Mose. It's really an honor to have you with us tonight. By the way, you've been away for 12 years. Tell us about how Joe Henry coaxed you into returning back to the musical scene.
Well, I met Joe Henry in Dusseldorf, Germany, and we played a show together. And he has a great reputation as a producer, and he wanted to record me then. But I didn't take him seriously. You know, I wasn't going to do another recording. And but he kept emailing my wife, and he kept sending me things to do and all so forth. So I finally decided, why not? You know, it's been a long time since I made a record, and I'll see what a producer can do with me.
So do you consider this as a coming out of retirement deal? Are you going to be churning them up again?
No, I'm going to be. I've been working every year. For 60 years. I've been at it for 60 years, and I work about 100 nights a year now, maybe a little more.
So you haven't really stopped actually playing music. It's just
no, I
I
didn't stop. Yeah, no, I just stopped making records. Because I figured, I have so many records out that there's no need in me making a new record because none of them were selling.
Well, you know what? The world definitely maybe there is a following of you, that you have a club of fans and all that are probably very, very happy that you made another album. You have under your wing over 50 albums now.
Yeah, something like that. But
can you name all of them for me?
No,
can you
including.
Name all?
The Earth Wants You is one of them, and Ever Since the World Ended is another one, and the Backcountry Suite was the first one in '57, and so I've been making I've made several records over the years, and none of them were according to the statements I get are selling. So I didn't think is any need for me to make a new album.
Well, no, actually, you're making the album because there are people who love your music out there. Definitely, as far as not selling. Maybe perhaps that the world has changed now and people have been exchanging your music and all that. Now, tell me, how did you decide that the title would be The Way of the World?
Well, Joe Henry wrote the lyrics to that, and I wrote the music. And so we decided that was a good title, for the CD, and so that's the way it went. He wrote the lyrics and I wrote the music.
Isn't that interesting that the first, by the way, that was the music we played was track 7. The first track is My Brain, and I loved that one. What inspired you to write that one?
Well, that's based on a Willie Dixon tune that was a hit for Little Walter Jacobs in the 50s. And My Babe is what it was called.
Yeah, Willie Dixon, yes.
Yeah, and then I found out that Willie took it from Rosetta Thorpe, and she made a gospel tune called This Train is Bound for Glory, I think. And so I figured, I thought that I was going to have to get Willie in on it, but I decided that he took it from someplace else, so I just recorded it myself,
Your music has been recorded by many great musicians like The Who, Van Morrison, who actually called you one of the greatest songwriters of one of the greatest American songwriters of the 21st century, Bonnie Raitt, Elvis Costello. This is amazing to actually have your music. How do you feel about that?
Well, I like it when anybody does my music. I don't care what they do with it because I do things that with other people's music that I want to, and so I make them fit me, and I don't care about what people do with them. So it doesn't matter to me what they do as long as they get the legal part straightened out.
Absolutely. Now, your music spans 50, 60 years. How much has the musical landscape changed in the last 40 or 50 years?
Oh, well, it's completely different now. The CD business is just about out of it. There's not much record sales anymore. I think teenagers are buying most of the records, and so it's a whole new ball game, and none of the people that I know that I was influenced by are still around, and when I play a festival, I don't recognize any of their names. I don't listen to radio, or I don't listen to records anymore. So I listen to far out classical music. When I listen to something.
So you listen to classical music now. That's an aspect of the CD part that you talked about. What about the lyrics? How much have the lyrics changed in the 40 or 50 years?
Well, I don't think they've changed that much. I just recently did a tribute to the Who at Carnegie Hall, and they put the piano. There were mostly guitar players there, and they put the piano out in front, and I played Young Men Blues, which the Who did about 40 years ago, and that's helped me a lot. That acquainted me with a lot of young listeners. And so I'm thankful for anybody who does my